Okay, so have you ever wanted to fight monsters while also bust out some super sick dance moves? Welcome to the Metronomicon, a rhythm role-playing game where you fight fantastic monsters with the power of music. Originally released in September of 2016, Metronomicon is an indie title created by Puuba, where the player controls unique characters while frantically fighting monsters in keeping with the beat of music. The player controls 4 unique characters at a time and must cycle through each as they face a myriad of dangerous and exciting battles. Featuring 5 dungeons, 8 heroes, and a ton of abilities and gear, Metronomicon is a proper RPG with a nice twist of urgency on PC and Mac. The game takes place in a world with a very unusual problem. About 40 years ago, massive dance parties began crashing into the world. On one day, a nightclub may smash into a mountain. On another, a rave just might land in a forest. Every time this happened, monsters would appear and spread havoc during their parties. The locals figured out a way to deal with their problem, harness the power of music, and use it for magical combat. Overall, the game is very silly, but that is just one piece in this entire puzzle. Although the game is primarily menu-based, combat still works like a regular RPG, but has a very unique twist that still keeps the game fresh. Before going into an encounter, the player chooses 4 heroes, equips different items and abilities, chooses the battle order, and then you pick a song to fight with. As you play, you must shift between the 4 heroes and hit cues that flow into the hero you are currently playing. As you land combo chains, your hero will launch a spell or ability that will damage the monster you are fighting. While you fight though, the monster is also cranking their own chains to retaliate against you. Each side has a group health bar that the player constantly needs to keep track of, which the game really tries to keep the player on their toes and not just use a singular hero. Because combat flows to the rhythm of the track, it can almost feel like you're in some strange fantasy dance battle. Each character has their own style of combat and dance moves, which adds a nice variety of gameplay and aesthetic. Naturally, the game gets harder and starts throwing different modifiers at you, but like any game, you slowly get the hang of it. The Metronomicon provides an interesting twist to the RPG genre. As you explore each dungeon, you are faced against monster after monster similar to a classic RPG. The battles still give a sense of urgency naturally, but when combined with the frantic pulse of songs from DJ Cutman, Yacht, J-Punch, etc., you can find yourself in an even more intense struggle that really gets your heart pumping. On top of that, since the player must cycle through the party of 4 as the battle progresses, the game provides its own inherent difficulty that really challenges the player. As you progress, the songs get harder and the game starts to throw different challenges your way. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes no more difficult than playing Guitar Hero or Rock Band, but it is increasingly more satisfying than both. With its unique gameplay, plethora of song choices, and wacky storyline, the Metronomicon gets 8.5 sick dance moves out of 10.